Hello guys, I'm RedHerring26 and welcome to my tutorial on how to build a fully automatic AFK fish farm. What this device does is it allows you to fish in Minecraft while away from your computer and get all the valuable treasures as well as a bunch of fish you can get using fishing in Minecraft. Anyway, let's get to the materials you're going to need to build this. I have all of them right here. The door can be any type of door, even iron if you want it to be. The stone bricks can be any type of solid block, and the stone brick stairs can be any kind of non-solid block, but you have to be able to reach through them because, as you can see right here, they're used above the chest. So you have to be able to. They have to have the right hitbox size in order to reach through them. Just like that. But other than that, that's not very limiting. The carpet, it's really optional. It can be any color. It's used right here, just so that you don't fall down into the hopper like so. I'll replace that. And yeah, the rest is required. Fishing rod, you're going to want a bunch of them. That's just going to go in the replenishing system right here. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, these are your materials. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to look at those any longer. I'm going to go ahead and move on to building this contraption. Alright, so to get started with building this, you're going to want the materials you see in my hand right here to make the redstone circuitry. If you take a look from above, you can see what amount of space this device takes up, so you may or may not need to keep that in mind depending on where you're planning on building this in your world. And as for the redstone, just follow my instructions block for block and you won't have any problems. This took quite a bit of fine-tuning, so I don't really want to explain it in too much detail. But anyway, let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and place each of these redstone dusts. One goes here. You want two on this block here. Okay, that's it for the redstone dust. As for the redstone torches, you want one right here and one right here. You want, as for redstone repeaters, you're going to want one here, set to the second setting. You're going to want one here, set to the last setting. And you're going to want one here, set to the second to last setting. For comparators, you're going to want one here and here, both set with this front torch on. And that's it for the redstone portion. And next up is the majority of the building. That's pretty important in this build because you don't want the fish flying everywhere. Wait a minute. I forgot to put the lever in the materials, but you're going to want some kind of cutoff switch. Basically anything that powers this section of redstone is fair game. That doesn't have to be specific. For the purposes of this tutorial, I'm just going to put a lever right here. Anyway, on to the building portion. To start off, you're going to want a block here, iron door here. You're going to want a block here, a block there. You're going to want a block above each. Those are to hold the tripwire hooks, and then put tripwire on them. For the first, this is where you're going to use the first stair. You can position this any way you want, doesn't matter. Anything non-solid works here. It doesn't have to be the situation like with these stairs here. You can use anything there that's non-solid. That's to keep the from breaking the redstone circuitry. Anyway, on from that, you're going to want to place another block here. You're going to want to place your stone pressure plate here. That doesn't have any effect on the redstone. that is used to hold the water in place, which you put right there. I removed the chest from my inventory, didn't I? That's just wonderful. But anyway, you're going to go ahead and place your chests right here with your hopper leading into them, just like so. And another solid block here. You want your solid blocks here and here and here, and this is where you put your other stairs, just like so. That way you can reach into there and just get your drops just like that. What you're gonna put here is the trap door. This has to do with the fishing rod replenishing system. Because if there's just a solid block here, I found that this wouldn't happen very often, but the fishing pole, after being shot out of the dropper, would jump up on top of this block, and the trapdoor prevents that from happening. It wasn't very often, but again, if you're going to leave this for any significant amount of time, it was pretty much guaranteed to happen. Anyway, let's see. That's it for the building portion? Except this is somewhat optional, but you can put blocks overhead like this. It's not going to interfere with any of the functions of the system. And in most underground situations, you're going to want to know this because, well, that's helpful. Okay, so that's it for that section of the build. All right, now, so I've got the materials for the fishing rod replenishing system. First thing you'll want to do is place this dropper facing up, this one facing in this direction, and place your hopper right there leading into the upward facing dropper. Just like so. If you chose to use carpet, then you put it right over that hopper. Now, this is very important. You want blocks pretty much all around this. You don't want any chance of the items popping out and going somewhere where the hopper cannot pick them up. So that's what this door is for. You want a door right next to it. You're going to be in a 2x1 space. That's where you're going to be fishing from. And if you leave this door open, the fishing rods are going to go out there and then despawn because you're AFK. You can't do anything about it. And that's it for that portion. And that's it for the entire thing. So I'll get on to how to use it. This switch, basically, you want to use the switch to turn it on and off. If you chose to use a switch, you can do pretty much anything here. But if you're not confident in your redstone ability, then I would suggest copying this block for block. Alright, on to how to use this farm. First thing you're going to want to do is to fill this with fishing rods. As many as you want. The more fishing rods you have, the longer you'll be able to use the farm. But really, any number will work just fine. You can, if it's ideal for you in your world, you can enchant them, and it'll just make it that much more efficient. Other than that, yeah, just fill it up with fishing rods. You want to step on in here. Close the door. Don't forget to close the door. After turning it on, of course. So you're going to want, usually you're going to have something in your inventory. I'll just pick up some granite. In this case, go ahead and put these back in. You're going to want to take one fishing rod and then fill the rest of your inventory with anything that isn't a fishing rod. Actually, a fishing rod will work too because it doesn't stack. So fill your inventory with whatever you want so that there are no slots that are going to be stealing a fishing rod from the system. Then, for my case, you're going to want to be in game mode 0. Go ahead, step on in there, and you're going to want to start holding right click, just like so. As you can see, the bobber went up. It activated the tripwire and shut down the system. When When it catches a fish, the bobber will go down. It will untrigger the tripwire. The iron door will open and it will let you reel in. And whatever it reels in will go straight into the chest. And I'll just go ahead and leave this running for a while. One thing you're going to want to do is set your use item / place block key to something you can hold down, like put something heavy on your keyboard in order to let this just keep on going. So I changed it to 0 on my number pad. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave this running for a while. I'm going to put it on fast forward. Oh, you saw that there? I wasn't holding right click, so it didn't do anything. You have to be holding your use item button. But that would have caught a fish. It would have gone into the chest. I'll go ahead and demonstrate that for you on fast forward. Alright, so I finished up that. That was a little over an hour of non-stop fishing. I'll go ahead and turn that off. And here's what I got. So you can see lots and lots of fish. We got a saddle from that. That's the big thing about this, is you can get saddles and name tags. And those, otherwise you'd have to get them from chests, and that can get really difficult. And it's really up to chance. Big thing, mending fishing rod. I got one of these in my Let's Play world. You can go and check out my Let's Play if you want to. I suggest it. But yeah, you can get mending fishing rods, mending bows, and I haven't experienced it yet, but you can get mending enchanted books, which are by far the best of those three. But yeah, that's overpowered. Yeah, other than that, didn't really get too much important, but I was only doing it for about an hour, so that's to be expected. You want to leave this running a long time, which it's fully AFK, so you can do that, which is pretty darn cool. Yeah, so that sums it up. Now you guys know how to build this. Build this in your own world. I built it in my Let's Play world. Please, if you're interested, go and check out my videos on my Let's Play. Anyway, that's it for this tutorial. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if this is helpful for you, or if you enjoyed the video. Thank you, and have a nice day.